In section 3.2 here, we are going to be working through problems that deal with converting between different units of measurement. We do this through a method called dimensional analysis, and essentially what we are doing is we're taking our quantity of something with its specific unit and multiplying it by conversion rates. And now a conversion rate is a specific fraction where the numerator and denominator are of equal quantities, but they're expressed in different units. So an example of a conversion rate would be 60 seconds over 1 minute. And now we know 60 seconds is the same amount of time as 1 minute, they just have different units. So when we put them in a fraction like this, this is a conversion rate, and we can use this to then multiply something by that is in minutes and get it so that it is in seconds. We could also have, instead, I could have written it as 1 minute over 60 seconds. This is still a conversion rate, the numerator and denominator equal. It's just going to be used to then convert seconds into minutes. And which of the two conversion rates you need depend on what you're trying to convert. So now let's go through some examples here. I want to convert 4.5 feet to inches by using a conversion rate. So now my conversion rate, well, I need to get the equality of how many feet there are in inches, what are equal to each other. And we have over on the left that 12 inches is the same thing as 1 foot. So this means my conversion rate is going to be one of two things. I'm either going to need 12 inches over 1 foot, or we might need instead 1 foot over 12 inches. So now, if I have 4.5 feet that I'm starting with, and I want to multiply it by one of my conversion rates, in order to get the feet to cancel out, I need to choose the conversion rate that has the feet on the denominator of the fraction. So that's going to be my first one here, the 12 inches over 1 foot. So I'm going to multiply my 4.5 feet by 12 inches over 1 foot. And now my unit of feet are going to cancel out. So we're going to get 4.5 times 12, which is 54. And now this is in inches. The next one, we want to convert 7,500 pounds into tons. So now if we take a look over at the left, we can see that 2,000 pounds is equal to 1 ton, which means my conversion rate, I'm either going to be using 2,000 pounds over 1 ton, or we might be using 1 ton over 2,000 pounds. So now I'm first going to start with what I've been given. We were given 7,500 pounds, and we want to convert that into tons. So we are going to multiply this by a conversion rate, and now I need to choose a conversion rate that has pounds on the denominator. So that's going to be my second one, the 1 ton over 2,000 pounds, and that's what we're going to multiply by. So now the pounds are going to cancel because we have 1 in the numerator and 1 in the denominator. So we're going to get 7,500 divided by 2,000, which is going to give us 3.75. And now our unit that we're left with is tons. The last example that we have to work through here is we want to convert 3.5 gallons to cups. And now we weren't given the number of cups in 1 gallon, which means we're going to need to do multiple conversions here to be able to figure out how many cups there are in our 3.5 gallons. So what I'm going to do is start off with writing my 3.5 gallons over on the left. And now I want to multiply this by a conversion rate. And my first step is going to convert the gallons into quarts, because that's what we have for what our gallons are equal to. We can see that 1 gallon is equal to 4 quarts. Since I want the gallons to cancel out, I'm going to put the 1 gallon on the denominator, and then the 4 quarts needs to go in the numerator. So now our gallons are going to cancel, and now the unit that I'm working with here is quarts. So now I can take this and multiply it by another conversion rate right away. So I'm going to multiply by another fraction, and I'm going to convert the quarts into pints. So we are going to have 1 quart is equal to 2 pints. And now I want quarts to cancel, so that 1 quart is going to go on the denominator. And that means that the 2 pints has to go on top. And now the quarts cancel out as well. And the unit that we're working with now is pints. And then we can finally multiply by our last conversion right here, where we have that 2 cups is equal to 1 pint. So I need the pints to cancel, so 1 pint is going to go on the bottom, and then the 2 cups on top. So now pints cancel out, and the unit that we're now left with is cups, which is what we want. And now if I have a bunch of fractions multiplying together, then what I can do is take all of the numerators and multiply those together, take all of the denominators, multiply those together, and then simplify. So we're going to have 3.5 times 4 times 2 times 2, and that should give you 56. And then our denominators, we have 1 times 1 times 1, which is just 1. So it's 56 over 1 cups, which is just 56 cups.